Hey guys, so I'm finally coming around to doing my viewers questions video, and this is most likely probably going to be a two-parter, maybe even a three, because I have a bunch of questions and I don't want to just run through them really quickly. I kind of want to elaborate on them if need be. So yeah, here we go. And if I mispronounce your username, totally butcher it, I'm sorry. I don't know. Sometimes the usernames are kind of out there and I have a hard time. But anyway, if I do, I'm terribly sorry. And please accept my apologies. Okay, so the first question is from Main Dancer, or it could be Main Street Dancer. I don't know. 08. And the question she had is, how far are you along on your book challenge, and how many books do you plan on reading this year? And I have read 44 books for the challenge so far. I started January 1st, and so I think that's pretty good, 44 books in 6 months. But as for how many I'm going to read, I have no idea. I'm hoping maybe 100, but we'll see. I might be a little bit off on that, but hopefully 100, that would be awesome. The next one is from Blue Horse 760. And her question, or his question, was, what is the worst book you have ever read? And I had a hard time picking because I haven't read any horrible books yet. But I think I have to say the third and fourth book, it was a tie, of the House of Night series. I think it's Betrayed and Chosen, maybe? I think those are the two. And they just... oh, they were horrible. They just made me want to cry. So, yeah, I think the House of Night series went downhill from the second book. So that's just my opinion. The next question is from PrissyPot12, and she asked, since you read so much and you obviously love books, would you or have you considered writing a book and publishing it? And the answer to that question is yes. I have written a few books. Well, they're not really books. They're more like short stories, but I have considered publishing. I'm not sure I like my story enough to actually publish it, so we'll see. I think I'd like to do a little bit more tweaking and kind of fix things up a little bit before I take that next step. The next questions are from Miami Smart Girl, and she asked 5 favorite book series, and this was so hard, because I love so many series and I had such a hard time, but I did narrow it down. I got the Harry Potter series, the Need series, the Devouring, the Great and Terrible Beauty series, well, the Gemma Doyle trilogy, and the Hunger Games. But there are so many more that I absolutely love, and I hated having to choose, but those are my top 5. And next question is, have you ever read the Hunger Games? Yes, love it. How many books have you read this year? 44. How many books are on your challenge list this year? I actually just counted my books last night, and I have 45 that I need to read. So I'm hoping to finish those soon. And no more library books. I really need to finish the books I have. The next question is, what was the first book that you read this year? And the first book I read this year was Liar by Justine Lara Blaster, and it was very good. I have a review up. If you guys just search Liar on my YouTube, you should be able to find it. And how do you do reviews of books? I do stars. I do 1 star being horrible and 5 stars meaning love it. And I think I'm pretty hard on my books, so hopefully you guys still enjoy my reviews. What made you start reading? I started reading since I could remember. My mom has always been a huge reader. I definitely got it from her. Like, one of my favorite things to do when I was a kid is to get library books. And if you guys know what Avon is, those big brown boxes with the lids, I used to bring one of those and fill it to the top with books when my mom and I went to the library. So I've always loved reading. It's one of my favorite things to do. How old are you? I am 24. How old were you when you started reading? I think I was like 3. I think 3 going on 4, so I was pretty young. Next questions are from Funny1Bunny101, and top 5 male celebrity crushes. Taylor Lautner, Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Ethan Hawke, and Richard Gere. He's classic. The next question she had is, which Twilight book was your fave and least to fave? Favorite was New Moon, Twilight, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn isn't allowed to exist, in my opinion. Not a booso fly. Have you read Saving Juliet by Suzanne Silfers? No, I have not. Next question is from Lynn's 1986, and her question was, what were your hobbies as a child? Reading, drawing, being outside with my friends. That was definitely a hobby. I loved Mario Kart. Oh my god, I am so good at Mario Kart. I could beat all of you. And Super Mario World. I love Nintendo SNES. That was like the best. Next questions are from Ray, and her username is WinkyBlinky1. And her questions were, favorite book of May. Oh, what have I read in May? A Match Made in High School by Christian Walker. That was really good. Book that you are most looking forward to. I think the Pretty Little Liars series is going to be good. Which boy from a book do you think is the sweetest? Definitely Jacob. Which female character has been your favorite so far in the challenge? Definitely Katniss from The Hunger Games. She's one of my favorites. The next one is from Christina Vlog 622, and her question was Team Edward or Team Jacob. Definitely Team Jacob. I think I make myself loud and clear when I say that. No scuzz word at all. The next one is from LoveNut46, and she asked, what was the worst book I ever read? And I already answered that. The next questions are from Bree9630, and her questions were favorite Harry Potter book. My favorite Harry Potter book was Deathly Hallows, and my least favorite was probably Goblet of Fire. No, I changed my answer. I think my least favorite was, it's hard because I like all of them. Probably Prisoner of Azkaban. I didn't really care for that one. Ron or Harry? Harry. I don't really like Ron. He's kind of an idiot. What is your favorite book? I'd say To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. That's my favorite book. What is your favorite thing to do besides reading? I love to write, sing, and do photography. Do you write? Yes. Are you currently writing a book? No, but I am writing a fan fiction. What are your favorite genres and subjects to read and write about? I love YA. That's my most favorite. And I also don't mind some science fiction. Well, no, not science fiction. I think more fantasy. But mostly YA. That's my favorite to write about and read about. Because it's the easiest to me. It comes the easiest. The next question comes from Harmful Love, and she asked, have you read the Suki Stackhouse series by Charlaine Harris? No, but I want to. I have the True Blood first season on DVD. I'm going to watch that soon. Where do you like to read? I can read anywhere that's pretty quiet, and, you know, but I prefer my room because it's the most comfortable, and I feel most comforted here. So definitely in my room. The next question is from DMFriend25 Dylan, and Dylan asks, what are your most anticipated books coming out in 2010? Definitely Fearscape, the third book in the Devouring series by Simon Holt. Really excited about that one. Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. That's the second book in Hush Hush series. Beautiful Darkness is the second book in the Beautiful Creature series. I'm looking forward to that one. There's a couple. Do you plan on becoming a professional writer? If so, what genre would you write? I would love to become a professional writer. It's one of the most awesome jobs I think anybody could have. And I would definitely do YA, maybe some children's books, but definitely YA. What book got you into YA? Definitely the Gemma Doyle trilogy. I just fell in love with YA after that. I mostly read younger kid books when I was little, and then I kind of got out of reading for a few years. So once I started reading, once I heard about the 50 book challenge, I got those books first, and then it started from there. Will you review some of Sarah Destin's books? Yes, I was actually thinking about making a video of all of her books that I have read, which is most of them, and doing like a collaborative video because some of you have been asking me to review them. And right now, the only books I haven't read of hers, I believe, are Along for the Ride and Lock and Key. But I have Lock and Key, and I do plan on reading that sometime soon. So I will definitely do that.